Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of Through Concrete. I'm your girl DJ, and before we get started, I do have a couple of announcements going into this. So today's episode, we do not have a guest host, but I do have a couple of great things to share with you guys. So we do have our first Power Your Purpose official event coming up in April. You can register and get your tickets. They are $10 and they are on Eventbrite. I'm going to drop that link in the description of this podcast. So wherever you receive your podcast, it will be in the description. Also, if you go onto the website, Build, Rise, and Thrive, that is our home base, you guys. If you go to the website, our Infinity Bands are 10% off, so don't forget to enjoy that. We are in March. We are going into spring cleaning, and with it comes benefits. So get your band, get your Infinity Band. That Opportunity Band was a phenomenal one to work on, so I want to make sure that you guys have the opportunity to connect with that one and engage with that. I really did. I really did enjoy working with that one. And another thing I want to share with you guys is that the podcast episodes also go to YouTube. Now, I know, don't get on me, guys. The episodes that I post as podcasts on all the other platforms, they are also supposed to be over there on YouTube. And while I haven't had the opportunity to get them all up and prep them, I don't know what anybody tells you all, but it is a very long process. So, with a very small team. So to get all of that done and to make sure that they are up there for you guys, I want to make sure that you have what, you need for us to be great as a community. And if, you want to be a part of that process and you want to join in, I'm not going to lie to you. It's we'll see what we can do. Right. So with that being said, these are the announcements. I want to just highlight that one more time, that the website and Build, Rise, and Thrive, we have a couple things happening over there. There's 10% off on those Infinity Bands, so all the way through March. I was going to have it for a couple weeks, but we're going into spring cleaning, so don't forget to use the promo codes. They are on the website, all over the website, so you're not going to miss it. Use the promo code, get your 10% off on those Infinity Bands as we're going into spring cleaning. And the Power Your Purpose event. I know we did a pilot event last year in 2021. We're in 2022, and I was really excited about it. So this year in April, we are officially doing the Power Your Purpose spring cleaning. So don't miss out. Get your ticket. They're $10, and it is posted on Eventbrite. So that will be in the description below. Get your ticket. They are very limited. I do want to kind of keep them small, but I do want to make sure that enough people are able to get a ticket and really enjoy the space. So with that, we're gonna get started. Today's topic is this or that. Before we keep going, if you haven't heard about Anchor by Spotify, it's the easiest way to get your voice out there. That's who today's episode is sponsored by. Everything is in one place. You have the opportunity to record, edit, host, and distribute in one space, and it's going to be distributed to all of the major podcast platforms when you are ready to publish and get it out there. Now, when I say everything is in one place, I do mean it. This podcast is hosted through Anchor.fm. Now, the best part about it is that it's free. No gimmicks. I'm not taking you down the rabbit hole here. Everything is literally free. You create your account, you go in, and within a couple minutes, you're ready to go. You're set up and you're ready to go. Now, in order to get started, you're going to have to download the app on your phone, or you can head over to Anchor.fm to share and be heard. Now, let's get back to today's episode. Hey y'all, let's rise. So today's question is, how do you prevent yourself from following through, and what did you do instead? Now look, I really have a bunch of these stories I could go through, but I think the one that's most relatable is going to be the one about cleaning my entire house from top to bottom. Yes. Now, like the rest of us, we have families, right? We got people to come over. We got people that go in and out your house. Maybe, pre-COVID, now it might be one or two folk because you trust them. But, the top to bottom cleaning. I got teenagers, I got kids, and it's for the birds. It's for the birds. Now, I'm not the Happy Home and Gardens home mom. That's just not me or auntie. But I am we're going to clean up after ourselves. We're going to sweep this floor and we're going to mop. That's what we're going to do. We're going to clean up behind ourselves because I'm just not. Now, I do like to present and I do host. However, when it comes, and I do love to decorate. So it's really frustrating though that when I say we're going to clean, we're going to clean. But I cannot get teenagers off their phones, and I can't get my son off his phone. So it's really frustrating. What do I do instead? I will go off and just work on my laptop, or I'll go and work on a couple episodes for you guys, or I will start working on something completely different. And I will work on, like my husband and I will come in the room and we'll just start working on our bedroom. Like we'll just start going through clothes. And you know how over time you accumulate stuff, right? We are in spring cleaning. So you start pulling stuff out and you're like, oh, well, it's clean, it's neat, it's put together. You know how you go to the grocery store, you pull that apple from the bottom of the pile, and that whole pile, you're like, oh, it's a pretty pyramid. It ain't a hollow pyramid. There's apples on the inside. Yes, you pull one thing out, you have just let the entire pile loose. So that's exactly what it's like sometimes. And so he and I really took some time, and he was amazing. He cleaned out the closet. Our closet is we have a deep closet. So he went in, and when I say he gets to clean it, he gets to clean it. And he took a chance at it. And he really started making space and moving things. And it was so crazy to watch him going through everything. And we were going through clothes, we were pulling things to donate, and everything was just going as it should have. And it was just so amazing to watch him just oh, okay, great, you got it. Okay, great, you got it. Okay, great, you got it. And I'm just making piles, and we're organizing things, and we're creating dates for things so that we can get them out and transported. And it was just so crazy to just make sure that everything was going the way it needed to go. But yeah, prevent myself from following through. It's no, I want to clean, I really do. And then as soon as that energy snaps and it's just nobody else is moving, I will automatically turn off. I'm all right, great, I'm on to something else. I'm not about to fight you all. And sometimes it could be to protect my energy, and that's what I'll say it is. That's my excuse. Or it'll be, okay, well, I have something else to do anyway. Those are my excuses. Or it could be, oh, well, I can get some TV in. I haven't watched any all week. And I know those are excuses, and I need to get over those and get really, really over those. But those are just things keeping me from really dealing with what is in front of me. And what is in front of me is getting my home clean. And it needs to be done. And so how in the heck do we get through it? We can get through it one room at a time. And if that also includes the kids, that's hey, this is your room. What's the plan? Let's figure out your plan. This is your day. This is what we're going to dedicate it to do. Let's get ready. And they may not agree with it completely, but this is what we're going to do, right? And so it's being intentional about what needs to happen and why it's happening. And I know for the kids, sometimes they're okay, but why? It's too much. It's too cold. It's too hot. I'm comfortable. Can I just read this last story? Can I just do this? Can I just just want to watch this last video? Or I was in the middle of, okay, great. That's nice. Well, if that's the case, let's set a time. This is what we're going to do. This is the plan. Be ready. I'm not moving this time. We're not moving this date. We're going to get it done. It's just that way, right? And sometimes with my husband, he'll be on Twitter or he's on social media. I'm trying to get him to be more engaged, off of his phone, or when we're trying to get things done with the kids. I have to wrangle him first, then get the kids, then be hey, we're ready to go. let's go. He's really task oriented. So it's like, if you're telling him this is what we need to do, he's like, okay, great, I'm on, let's do it. Because if not, and I'm like ready to shut down, then yeah, it just it won't happen. So a lot of times I just try to do it first, but I realize sometimes I can be a bit of a taskmaster. So like, even on the flip side, where it's like, I prevent myself also from following through when it comes to relaxing, which he is my calm space, where he forces me to relax. And he's like, I need you to relax. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'll just relax and make a couple bracelets. And he's like, that's work to me. And I'm looking at him like, no, but that's relaxing. I'm not doing anything but sitting and, like designing. And he's like, no, that's work. That's not relaxing. I need you to like not do anything. Or you need to go and have somebody else take care of you, or I'll take care of you. So we're working on that. So it works both ways of following through. And what are you doing instead? And why are you doing that instead? And what's keeping you from it? And for me, when it comes to constantly working, I always feel like I'm not doing enough to set my kids up for success and to set my family up for success. And so sometimes that frustrates me, and just to make sure that I'm on the right path, I'm always pushing to keep in that direction. And when it comes to relaxing, it's like, I'm just afraid that something's not getting done. So I've organized a schedule that I'm gonna be engaged in, and it's gonna be pretty funny to like go back and reflect on it after I'm done, to see how much I was able to do. Because we all do this. We all sometimes like prevent ourselves from following through on things or postponing it, and we don't really think about why we're not doing it. So it's one of those things where I'm really going to be focused on setting alarms in my phone or on my watch, so it'll go off, and it's like, hey, this starts now, this starts now, this starts now, this starts now. Okay, great. I'm following through. I'm complete. This is done. I've done it. We're finished. So that's kind of like the plan. I'm going to see how much I can get done and achieve, even down to relaxing, right? I have to schedule relaxing. And then if I can remember, I'm going to share with you guys what happened when it came down to relaxing. So I'm going to let you all know what that looked like on the flip side, because I could only imagine what that looks like. So I don't want to make this episode too long, but I do want you all to let me know, like, what are some things that y'all know you need to get done, but you don't get done? What do you do instead? And why did you choose to do that? And that is why the episode is called This or That. So I will see you guys next week. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all so much. Again, don't forget, first event, Power Your Purpose, spring cleaning, coming up in April. Don't forget to get your tickets. Description, all the links are down there. I will talk to you guys next week. I appreciate you.